Hey everyone, it's NLW here, back again with another video. This time, a figure collection. As you can see, I have laid out every single man's figure I own in a row. It's took me about an hour. I hope it's going to be worth it, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update as to my collection. I know I did one about 2 years ago, so this is an updated one. Got a lot of new figures in the interim, so without further ado, let's get right into it. So I'm not going to go through every elite, like what series everything is. I'm just going to show you guys what the collection is. So without further ado, here we go. We've got Randy Savage here. I'll try and get through this quick because I got quite a few of them. Then we've got the WrestleMania 38 Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Dude Love here. Got Mankind Elite and then a Mankind Basic as well. And then as we move on, we have the Storm Collectibles Jushin Thunder Liger, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know I had to have a little bit of trouble with the hair and the horn there. Had to glue that back on. That was a pain. But these two figures as well. We've got the Storm Collectibles Hulk Hogan and the Hollywood Hulk Hogan as well. Really would like to use these in animation at some point, so that'd be cool. Then we move on and we have Bret the Hitman Hart, the brand new Fiend Elite, the Fiend Bray Wyatt. That's gonna be featured some point in NLW, I hope. So there's a bit of a spoiler for you. Also the old Bray Wyatt as well. There we go. And we have Brock Lesnar, his new attire, and of course the Here Comes the Pain from his debut. There he is. Now we move on to our Kurt angles. Got the epic moments from the Milkomania. There's that Kurt angle. We have this Elite 59, I believe, Kurt angle here, as well as the entrance greats and the brand new Elite 66 Kurt angle there. Moving on, more entrance greats. We got Bill Goldberg here. Got our Sting figures, the classic defining moments, and also the basic Sting. As we move on, here we go to our Kanes. We got the Kane with the little return mask from 2011 there. The classic Demon Kane there, and also, look at this. This is one of my favourite figures that I bought, the Dead Man's Revenge. Obviously, you've got the Undertaker head with that as well. Somewhere. I'll better find it. Moving on, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Commissioner of NLW. You got his wrestling attire. There's the one from his Milkomania epic moments, and the Attitude Era Steve Austin. Love this figure as well. It's such a good figure to use, especially in backstage segments. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, that's another thing. I got about halfway through this video, and half of my figures just fell like dominoes, and that took a hell of a lot of time to clean up, but that's just another story. Thankfully, they're staying put for the time being. We got the Ric Flair. This is actually the Four Horsemen Ric Flair. I did buy the Defining Moments Ric Flair simply for the robe. I love this robe. So delicately put together. And not quite so delicately, a robe, more of a cape. The superhero, the Hurricane. We'll like to use him in future animations as well. And we've got the Real American Jack Swagger, known as Jake Hager, in All Elite Wrestling. And speaking of All Elite Wrestling, we've got FTR, the Revival, Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. Yeah, there they are. Back along the line, we've got the All-American Lex Luger. And another figure here, a little bit of a fix-up, the custom head on Dolph Ziggler there. And now we move on to our Finn Balor. This is one I've just bought. He is from the 2-pack with AJ Styles. And we've also got the London's Calling Finn Balor. I was actually in attendance for NXT TakeOver London when he wore that. The first ever Elite Finn Balor I got. Here he is. You may recognise him from a few of my earlier videos. And here we go. The Balor Clubs for Everyone Finn Balor with the rainbow tights and whatnot. Now move on to our Elite AJ Styles. This is one I've just picked up. I love the colour scheme on this one. Elite 74 AJ. And then this one from the 2-pack. A bit weird that they only come with the 2 sweet hands and the flat hands, but hey, I'm not complaining. It's another AJ figure for me. Now we've got the black attire AJ Styles. And the first ever AJ Styles I bought, I think I bought this for 30 quid because I really wanted to use it in time for the first Elimination Chamber. Obviously didn't get to get him in time, but there you go. And now we move on to Seth Rollins. Got the Elite 75 there. Also the White Walker Seth Rollins. Not White Walker, well, he's in white, there you go. Another Seth Rollins. This is a fix-up as well, because oh my goodness. You can see one figure falls and they're all falling. But yeah, there's the grey Seth Rollins. That's a fix-up with the head. Shield Seth Rollins Elite. And of course, one I've just picked up as well. You might have seen him in, you will see him in fact in episode 72. There is the NXT Seth Rollins. Now I move on to the John Cena's. We've got this classic Elite 5 that I actually bought. It's in great condition. I got it on eBay just the other day. Now we have the WrestleMania 23 figure, I believe, of John Cena, and it's the most recent one I've got. Love this figure. It's very well put together. And now our Jeff Hardys. I have, you know, my favourite wrestler here. We've got Blue Jeff Hardy. That's the one you saw in Money in the Bank. This pink one, I want to use him in future videos. This one I got from WrestleMania when I went to WrestleMania in New Orleans. Got that from the Superstore. Elite 75 Classic 2002 look for Jeff Hardy there. Brood Jeff Hardy as well. And we've got Brood Matt Hardy here as we go into the Broken Matt Hardy section. Got the ECW Matt Hardy, the ringside exclusive. Got the V1, SummerSlam one. And we've got Broken Matt from WrestleMania 34 where I bought it. And the Atari actually wore WrestleMania 34 there when he won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So he is, and we got the Constable, Big Bump Baron Corbin there, Alberto Del Rio, and we've also got Adam Rose, and probably my favourite figure in the collection, the Bunny. Anyone remember the Bunny? There he is. And now we go all the way back to the start here, as we have the Velveteen Dream, the Ultimate Warrior, I believe this is the Defining Moments one. Now we move on to our Rey Mysterio collection. We've got the 1996 Rey Mysterio, probably the most modern Rey Mysterio I have. There he is. We've got the basic Rey Mysterio there from 2012, got him in the battle pack, and I love this figure as well. The purple Rey Mysterio, love to incorporate that into NLW Sunday. Also, now we've got Edge, SummerSlam Elite. One of my newest pickups actually here is the Elite 76 Christian. Had to get this figure as soon as it came out. And of course the classic Edge and Christian there. Moving on, we got Randy Orton's. Got the white letter in there. Oh my! And again, almost creating a domino effect there. We have another Randy Orton, this time gold, and his 2005 Legend Killer Randy Orton. Moving on to Samoa Joe. This is the most recent Samoa Joe I picked up. Going to be using that in the NLW in the near future. And then we've got the red and the NXT yellow Samoa Joes. Moving on to our NLW World Champion Daniel Bryan. We've got the No Daniel Bryan, and of course the Yes. And then we have the Elite 68 SummerSlam and the most recent Elite 73 Planets Champion Daniel Bryan there. And now on to Le Champion Chris Jericho, Series 5 I think this is his. Yeah, Chris Jericho from when he just turned heel. And then we've got the 2016 Jericho, the WrestleMania 19, the defining moments when he won the Undisputed Championship, and the Attitude Era Chris Jericho, and my only CM Punk figure I have in the collection at the moment, this Elite CM Punk. Now move on, we got The Rock again, falling flat on his face, and Rocky Maivia, there he is. We've got the former Metal Commissioner Kevin Owens, Apollo Crews, the current United States Champion, or at least he is at the moment. We've got Rhino here, massive shoulders on this guy. Elite Bubba Ray Dudley, and basic Devon Dudley there. I sold a lot of my basics actually when I upgraded a lot of them to elites. We've got Kenta there. Peeking behind the Vaudevillains is EC3, and there you see the Vaudevillains is Aiden English and Simon Gotch. Now move on to our Triple H's. This is a fix-up I actually did because originally it was the shaved head Triple H, but I took the basic Mania 21 look and put it onto this body. And then we have the WrestleMania 19 Triple H with the purple tights. And Hunter Hearst Helmsley, there he is in the red jacket. Would like to get the one in the 2-pack with China at some point. And we got the Shawn Michaels figure, my only Elite Shawn Michaels until I bought this the other day. There we go. This Ultimate Edition. I love this figure. I love the articulation on it. This is the only Ultimate Edition figure I own apart from Ronda Rousey. There you see him. And we move on to Ricochet. This ringside exclusive Brian Kendrick and Cedric Alexander there. We've got Andrade. There we have Buddy Murphy. This I picked up recently as well as Johnny Gargano. It was a bit pricey, but I managed to get him in the collection. We've got Tommaso Ciampa, Pete Dunne, Sami Zayn. And now we move on to the New Day members. We've got Big E and another Big E. He's a lot happier in this expression than he is this one, I'll give him that. And then we got New Day's Xavier Woods, and now the Kofi Kingston's the New Day one. We've got the WrestleMania 36 attire from the WrestleMania 35, I should say. Then we have the classic Kofi Kingston, and now we move on to the Undisputed Era. This Roderick Strong is actually a fix-up I did because my original Roddy broke. I will show you a custom corner of that at some point, I'm sure. And then we've got the rest of the Undisputed Era, who are currently in NLW. We've got Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, And sneaking up onto the end there is The Miz, and finally this John Morrison. This is probably one of my favourite figures in the collection, this one is. I mean, I love the fur coat, and again, this one's quite pricey because I got it about a year ago, but I just love the figure. There it is. Starting on this side, we've got Tensai and Zack Ryder, big fat coat there. And we have the Braun Strowman, so we've got the Elite, basic from his Wyatt Swamp days, and we also have the Get These Hands, which came with a Slam Wreck-N-Mobile. Now we move on to the Shinsuke Nakamura's. We've got the Defining Moments one, and this NXT figure I got. We've got the Cesaros, of course they're tag team champions now, but yeah, great build for Cesaro. I love these figures. And now the Elite 71, I'm going to say, Drew McIntyre, which comes with the swappable heads, and then of course a bit of a throwback to his 3MB days. We've got Pac, formerly known as Neville. That was when he was the King of the Cruiserweight champion, and of course another throwback from his NXT days with the superhero cape. And we have Enzo and Cass here, and we got Sheamus. This is a bit of a fix-up I did. I swapped the heads, so I've got the old head on the basic and the new head on the Elite there. Now I move on to the Undertakers. We've got the 2010 Phenom. We've got the 1999 Ministry, the one I'm currently using in NLW. There's the Undertaker Booger Red. We have the 2000 Judgment Day 2000 Return attire, and of course finally the face mask, Phantom of the Opera Undertaker there. Moving on, Batista's. This is from his 2014 comeback. There's his SummerSlam 2005 attire, and of course the most recent WrestleMania 35 Elite that's just come out. We've also got Bobby Lashley, the Destroyer, PJ Black, otherwise known as Justin Gabriel, got Jack Gallagher there, and we move on to Rusev. There he is, the Bulgarian Brute from NXT, then when he just got called up, and of course the 2015, I'm going to say. Continuing on, we've got Bobby Roode, Mustafa Ali, Kalisto there, and then we've got the Lucha House Party with Gran Metalik and Lince Dorado, and Lucha Dragons, you got Sin Cara, and also Hunico as Sin Cara there. Walk with Elias, there he is. We have Shelton Benjamin figure there. We have a collection of Tyson Kids. I got his Elite the other day, as well as these classic basics as well. You got his NXT and his main roster attire. An Elite RVD with a head swap there. Got oh, that's a nasty looking face. Look at him. Drew Gulak. There's Tyler Bate, Tony Nese, TJP, Wade Barrett, JBL, Booker T, a really good Booker T figure. And then we've got Harlem Heat, of course, Booker T again, and Stevie Ray. Then we've got these two Ryback Elites. And finishing off on the end there, we have Scotty 2 Hottie. Continuing on, we've got the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock. Going into more Attitude Era stars here, we've got the Big Show. And of course, the Big Show attire, he won the WWF title in 1999. Then we've got this new pickup as well, this Elite 77 Viscera. And also the New Age Outlaws, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. We have X-Pac, and also when he was in WCW as 6-Pac, and as we move swiftly into the NWO, we got Scott Hall from the Outsiders, and when he was Razor Ramon in the WWF, we got this WrestleMania attire, Kevin Nash Basic, and the APA, Bradshaw and Farouk. We've got the Godfather there, this basic Eddie Guerrero as well. Here's Rikishi, big figure this one. Right behind his sons, the Usos as well, in his current attire, and also their 2014 attire. We got Shane O'Mac from King of the Ring, and also from WrestleMania 32. And just the man who just fell down, there is Big Boss Man. Moving on as well is Diamond Dallas Page and Goldust, both in All Elite Wrestling at the moment. And we've also got this man, William Regal, NXT trainer, and there's D'Lo Brown. Some more figures here with Heath Slater, the Basic and the Elite. He really shouldn't have been fired by WWE, but then again none of them should, but that's another story. There's Umaga, we've got Brody Lee, formerly known as Luke Harper, and of course Eric Rowan, both members of the former Wyatt family. We've got Psycho Sid with his sadistic grin there. Members of the Undertakers Ministry in NLW with the Ascension, and just behind them another nasty tag team, the Nasty Boys. Had a short-lived stint in Novice Wrestling. Had the Ugandan giant Kamala just behind Fandango there. And here we have a couple of Tyler Breezes and Tugboat his little sailor hat behind him. The big man Yokozuna just behind the B team's Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Really having to bend over now to try and get to these figures. There's Rich Swan, got Andre the Giant, also comes with an alternate attire, Giant Machine. And oh, they're falling, but we're nearly at the end, it's alright. We've got Gallows and Anderson, we have Sanity, Alexander Wolf, and Eric Young. There we have American Alpha, Jason Jordan, and Chad Gable. And let's move on to more legends from the 80s. We've got Mr. Perfect, another three members of the Four Horsemen, Barry Windham, Tully Blanchard, and Arn Anderson. We have Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Magnum TA, Jim Neidhart, Roddy Piper, Jake the Snake Roberts. We've got Dean Malenko, who's in NLW for a cup of coffee. We have Basic British Bulldog, Mason Ryan, thumbs up if you remember Mason Ryan from 2011. Vladimir Kozlov, another name. A lot of nostalgic WWE names there. Obscure ones. We've got Ty Dillinger, now known as Sean Spears. He appears in NLW as an interviewer, Jimmy Hart. We've got IRS, Flying Brian Pillman, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and there's Jerry Lawler, Honky Tonk Man, The Warlord, Rick Rude, Ted DiBiase, and just behind them we've got R-Truth, Elite Mark Henry rather, and we've got Dusty Rhodes, another new pickup, Survivor Series Don Morocco, the Berserker, and there's the Iron Sheik, James Ellsworth with his chinless face there, and we got D.H. Smith, Titus O'Neil, Damien Mizdow, it's a little fix-up I've done, Terry Funk, Vince McMahon, Evan Bourne, now known as Matt Sydal, and to top it all off, there is Austin Aries. Wow, I have had to do a lot of clearing up and packing up in the past 3 hours, but if you did enjoy the video, a like would be appreciated. Comment down below what you think of these figures, what one was your favourite, what one do you think I should get next. And yeah, that's the video. Stay tuned, No Limits Wrestling, returning in September for stop motions. At the moment it's just pick fed, but as I say, I'm happy to answer any questions you have about NLW and where it's going. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this figure collection video. I might show you through my custom figures and also my women's figures at some point as well. But let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys later.